kind of nose does it have, Dad?
Chili pepper.
Hey, anyone want crumbles? We're gonna put them in the thing.
Okay, they just need to be wrapped, rolled in.
Very tasty, very, very tasty. I love the pork.
Yeah.
That's full flavored, lots of body. Spices is perfect. Just like Nani's. Thank you.
Hey there, friends. Today we are making tamales. So we've never actually done this before, but luckily we've got some professionals on hand.
That's right, these gals know what they're doing. This recipe's been passed down for ages. We're super excited.
Let's go check it out in the kitchen.
I think that's a tamale pipe.
Your apron?
That's right.
All right, so we're gonna get ready to make some tamales, right?
Yeah.
All right. So what do we got going on?
So we got the masa waiting for the lard. The lard's over here. The lard's over there getting melted. Here is the innards, the pork inside. We're gonna make chicken later. So the broth is getting warmed in the microwave. Then we're gonna put lard in there. We've got chili pepper and salt. And what else is in here? That's it for now.
Okay, so we traveled all the way to San Antonio, Texas to hang out with Gloria and the Todo Familia. That means all the family. Right, Sandy? There's Sandy. And we're making tamales today.
Yeah.
And the reason why we're doing it here is because Gloria has been doing this for a long time. She got this passed down by
Manani on my mom's side, my mom's mother.
That's pretty cool.
And your father's,
And your father's
grandma. It's your grandma.
And there's my dad.
No, your
Sorry,
great,
Grandma.
it's your great grandma.
Yeah, great, yeah.
Great
My,
grandma.
my great grandma. Yeah. So we're gonna be wrapping the tamales. What is it called? Is it wrapping them or
Yes, that's my
in the husks?
Yeah, wrapping and rolling. That's what
Rolling. We're gonna roll with some tamales and have some fun.
This is the broth, and you kind of just, you know, whatever. It's usually like two cups, 3 cups, I don't know. So this is just to give it more flavor, but the real thing is the lard. And so you keep putting it in, and my grandma said that you know you have enough when you stick your the hand on it and it's shiny. And so usually I'm like, no, that's enough, and it's not shiny, and I make them without it being shiny, and they're real dry. And so the other time I said, okay, I'm gonna do it. I kept putting it, it's like 3 pounds, and it was finally shiny, and those wrappers just come right off. So I'm like, okay, Grandma, gotcha. One time I put it was like boiling, and I just went like this, and it started frying the masa. I almost had gorditas. Yeah,
So
but
Gloria
this
is mixing in the lard with the masa.
It's very therapeutic.
We're flipping the husks.
Really, depending on the dryness of that is how much stuff you gotta put in. You can't really have a recipe.
How do you know when the masa's ready?
Okay, so you have to get your hand. Not only do you taste it to make sure that there's enough salt and spice in it, but for the lard, you do this, and if it's shiny, then you got it. Yeah.
Tell us what we're gonna do.
Okay, so we finally got to the sweet spot of the taste of the masa, so that's ready. Now we're getting the husks drained, but they've been soaking in hot water for over 30 minutes, so they should be nice and pliable. So they're going to be draining now, and then we're going to go ahead and start the wonderful process of putting the masa on the corn husk.
Cool.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
I'm restringing the wreath. We're going from incandescent lights to the new modern LED string light.
All right, so this is the hardest part, and you know, so that generally these have a wrong side, and so if you see the smooth side, that's where you put the, see. Sometimes you can't tell, and it's really not that important, but so you can see that that one's smoother than that side.
Cool.
Yeah, so that's where masa's gonna go. All right, so this is pretty big, because you gotta remember when you roll them, it's gonna go all the way. So if you put masa all the way to here, how's that gonna look when you unroll it? Masa, 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 masa. And then, you know, so you stop about right there. You bring it in, and you stop about right there. You put the meat here, you roll it. So probably you're gonna have one overlap. You should have like, and then it just falls. So if you want to, you could take that off. You don't use these if it's too big, because then you just roll it. All right, so then you get the back of the spoon. Some people do it on this. I like to do it in my hands, you know, and just spread it.
So old school is doing it in your hand.
Oh yeah, that's old.
You want to do the old school style?
Yeah.
You're gonna get a little hand.
Yeah, so you get all, yeah.
That's okay.
That's okay. Yeah. So this, like, if you keep going the farther down you go, the least amount of wrap you're gonna have.
Yeah.
And so, like I said, some had this much and they wouldn't even stand up in the. I mean, the lid wouldn't even cover on it. So as far as how much, I just like to just make sure that you can't see the husk, right? Don't put a lot. So that to me, yeah, just kind of like that.
Does it puff up when it starts baking?
No.
No? Okay.
Yeah, a little bit because of the baking powder in it, but not too much.
Okay.
So to me,
Just
that's
like
good,
quadrant, yeah.
right? And then this is just a general.
4x4.
No, I mean,
So this you don't want to. That should be perfect.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and then you just wrap them up. See how it doesn't have that much overlap?
Yeah, okay.
And then you just go do this, and we should have like a yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah. So a lot of times you can use these to make them fancy.
And you can wrap them.
Anytime.
Pretty little bow.
Yeah. Usually you do this, like we can do these with the chicken ones so that we can separate, you know, they'll be.
know the difference?
No, the difference.
That's great.
Not as thick because when you put them, it cooks and it just goes. Yeah. So the thinner on the top, the better.
So you need a little bit of extra when you do your first roll, so it
Yeah,
sticks.
so it sticks.
All right.
That's good. You might want to put it a little bit more
Further?
Yeah.
And a bit lower or no?
No, that's good.
See on them.
That's good.
Okay.
Yeah.
so how's it going, Eric?
Doesn't matter.
Good. I'm learning.
What are you doing?
I'm making a tamale.
Is this your first tamale?
This is my first.
This is your father.
So far, I've got okayed. We need another quality check, please.
Okay. Yeah.
Decent?
Yeah. Decent.
She's Canadian, give her
Yeah, come on.
Yeah.
You've eaten tamales before.
I have.
Okay.
She loves them.
This is the fashion tie.
Oh, she's gonna tell
Bean ones.
Bean tamales next.
Bean tamales.
Okay, so here we are. We're gonna make bean tamales now.
Tamales.
Basically, this is the same way as the pork tamales. The only difference is instead of pork on the inside, what do we have?
It's beans. We mixed the refried beans with jalapeno, chile, and minced garlic. So this should be pretty fantastic. These will be a little messier, I imagine, to
Put together?
put together, but we're gonna go for it.
I like this thing.
We're not afraid to be messy though.
No, we like it.
So when you're putting the masa on there, you gotta leave a little bit of tail, that way there's a little overlap, and so that's about how much you do. Then we put a little bit of beans on there, put little beans all in a row.
Very nice. And then we're gonna put a tie on the husk. We're gonna put a tie on the husk to give it a little fashion look here.
Oh, that's perfect. Perfect. Yeah, I think
You got one too?
pretty. They're very little, very pequito. But that doesn't mean they taste any, you know, they taste just as good.
tamale pequeño.
The wrapping is tiny. Look at them, they're perfect.
Good thing comes in small packages.
Oh, look at that.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Get rid of this.
Eat the whole one.
Uh-huh.
You could either put like 6 or 12, whatever.
That's real good.
Very nice. Deliciosa. Okay, piensas? We have that.
Chili pepper.
Chili pepper.
You know, hey, anyone wants from both, which is really good. I'm gonna put them in the dining room.
Okay, they just need
Is
to
it
be
good?
rolled in sugar.
Describe.
Okay.
Very tasty. Very, very tasty. I love the pork. Has full flavor. Lots of body. Spices is perfect. Just like 90s. Thank you.
All right, so we just finished creating, I don't know how many dozens of tamales. It looks like maybe about 13 dozen tamales, which is more than 144, because I know that 12 times 4 or 12 times 12 is 144.
No.
But anyway, it was a ton of tamales.
It was so fun.
We had so much fun, didn't we?
Yeah, we learned a recipe that's been passed down from the ages. It was really, really cool. We'd love to know if you're making cool recipes, traditional recipes with your family. What are they? For me, I'm Canadian, so I've never made tamales before, but it was really magical and super cool to learn something that's part of Brian's history.
What's crazy about it is I'm half Mexican, and I too have not made tamales ever before in my life. So it was really, really cool to actually go through the whole process and see what goes into making the tamale that we all have learned to love so much.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes you really appreciate them. Now every time you eat a tamale, you can know it takes a lot of work to make them. Those delicious little morsels.
Yeah. So if you haven't yet, go ahead and subscribe, hit that bell so that you're notified every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday that we come out with a new video for you. And we hope that you have a very happy holidays this 2018 season.
Yeah, whether you celebrate it or not, hope you have an awesome time. And until next time, friends.
Adventure on!
Adventure on. Bye.